Get to the damage and the flooding concerns in a moment, but first we have two meteorologists tracking the storm, and we're going to begin with Lee Goldberg, who has been updating us all night on the dangerous storm that we're dealing with right now. Lee.
Dave and Chade, make no mistake, we are enduring an historic weather event across the tri-state area tonight. We have had multiple tornado warnings. One is still in effect over Suffolk County. As you mentioned, the first flash flood emergency. What that means is the flood warnings are taken to life-threatening levels across the area. We have had rainfall rates of 3 to 5 inches an hour, some places approaching a foot of rainfall. Tornado watch until 1 a.m. The active tornado warning is over the north shore of Suffolk County here, and that'll go until 11:15 from Eaton's Neck to Fort Salonga, to Nissaquag, over to Setauket. And looking at that line, which is severe from Connecticut, cutting right across Long Island right now, the worst weather on the radar right now. You can see some of the rotation that actually appears to be over Long Island Sound right now, and that's actually extending over into Connecticut. And looking at some of that rotation, you can see, I wouldn't be shocked if there's not a water spout on Long Island Sound, but from Norwalk to Bridgeport, you also could go under a tornado warning with this. We've got torrential rains from Fairfield County into Westchester, into New York City, western Long Island, and then fall that down into Monmouth Ocean. We can see the back edge of some of this rainfall. It's still a few hours away. Severe thunderstorm warnings continue for parts of Connecticut and Westchester and also parts of Long Island for the next 15 to 30 minutes. And this is amazing, this area in purple, a flash flood emergency across central New Jersey, northeast New Jersey, New York City, western Long Island, lower Westchester here, and parts of Connecticut as well. There are areas just south of I-78 that have picked up 10, 11 inches of rain as estimated by Doppler radar. The storm reports have just been pouring in all night long. Meteorologist Jeff Smith in the Weather Center with more on some of the devastation this storm has caused.
Yeah, and we're quickly realizing tonight that this is a once-in-a-lifetime flash flood event in this area. And check out some of the storm reports, and this is why you have to. Please stay in overnight tonight. Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, 1 to 2 feet of water covering the road and cars disabled in the roadway on 2nd Avenue there between 59th and 60th Street. How about Washington Heights? All southbound lanes of the Harlem River Drive are closed due to flooding at West 166. We're talking about Elmhurst, Queens. Queens Boulevard and Maspeth Corona has 2 to 4 feet of flowing water running across the street. Multiple cars are stranded there, and we keep hearing reports of rescues. Stranded cars, Port Chester, look at this, Westchester County, floodwaters up to the hood of cars on Glen Ave and Hesiko Ave, rescues going on there. Jamaica, Queens, all eastbound lanes of the Grand Central Parkway closed at the Van Wyck Expressway right now, and also Manhasset on the island, cars stuck in floodwaters there. We've had over 6 inches of rain at White House Station, New Jersey. We've had 5 inches of rain in Keyport with multiple water rescues going on there. How about Central Park? Just got the latest report in, up to 6.4 inches so far today. There was 3.15 inches in 1 hour from 8:51 p.m. to 9:51. If you remember, during Henri, we broke the hourly record. That was set back on August 21st, and we just broke it again a week and a half later. 6.4 inches so far, making it the 5th wettest day on record. The wettest one was 8.28, and we still, I guess, have a small chance of even reaching that if we can get that 2 inches in the next hour or so. Just an incredible event, Lee. Back over to you.
Really scary stats there, Jeff. When will it go away? That's what we want to know. Well, the heaviest rain will be east of the city by about 2 a.m. Figure it's off the east end by 5 a.m. But even as the rain ends and the sun comes out by about 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, there will still be issues after that. So the worst east of the city after 2 a.m., east of Connecticut and Long Island after 5 a.m., but hazardous travel into tomorrow morning. There still will be standing water. There will be some trees down and power lines. Be super careful in the morning. And then major river flooding could actually go on for several days. We're going to have more on that. We'll continue to follow the tornado warning over Long Island and the last of the heavy rain. It's all on AccuWeather in just a little bit. Chad and Dave, back to you for now.
Okay.